I thought I felt us slowing down, so I moved toward the door, but we just kept moving. Now I'm looking at the window and I see we're still on the interstate. Let me check the other side. Police lights. Wait, there's a semi-jackknife by the road. This has nothing to do with me. I've got a hair trigger, and you'll see why when you hear my story. Okay, back to crashing the family reunion. Tucked away at the picnic table behind the trees, I could bolt down this free meal and then hit the road again. The conversation on the other side of the trees was at first just something to pass the time. I heard a guy ask someone how sales were going. Down a little, says the other guy. He starts talking about competition and market shares, and then he stops. What's so funny, he asks. What if, this is the other guy, he's got a deeper voice. What if you could double your sales? Triple them? I hear some laughing, and the first guy says, what do you teach again? English. And before you start laughing, listen to me. We're onto something. Nobody's laughing now, especially me. I've spent the last 4 years majoring in English, and I had not figured out how to do anything with it but tell a sonnet from a limerick. The professor says he's not allowed to say any more without getting permission, but he set up a meeting for the next day in his office at the college. When I saw someone headed my way, I got up and got out of there. But I wasn't done with this thing. I wanted to hear that conversation tomorrow in the professor's office, but I didn't know his college or even his last name. So I waited in my car until the reunion split up and drove around the parking lot until I saw him get into his car. I got lucky. He had a window sticker of his college. I looked it up and found his face and office number on the website. It was a 3-hour drive, but worth every minute if I could find out what this professor was onto. I drove the whole distance that evening, parked in a mall lot, and slept in the car. The next morning, an hour before he was scheduled to meet with his cousin, I grabbed a backpack and a tumbler out of the car and found his office. The door was open. I felt my mouth getting dry as I walked toward his office. I had played a few practical jokes in college, but I had never tried to pull off what I was about to, and this time the stakes were higher. I didn't know how big this thing was, or how dangerous. Excuse me, but can I talk to you for a minute, I said. He invited me in and I sat down. I told him I was thinking of taking his class in the fall and wanted to know more about it. That wasn't why I was there, but he didn't know that. He rattled off something about, I don't know, because I wasn't listening. And then I started to leave. I was starting to sweat, and I needed to get out of there because I was afraid he was going to get suspicious. Before I could get out the door, he stopped me. Hey, he said. Something wrong?